So Henry and I are out on our own today. Hannah's going to take Honey out for a walk later. He's not doing it now, he's so funny. He kind of bounces as he walks. He's so laid back and relaxed. Honey boy. Yeah, not interested in camera. Oh, I had a lovely morning with my friend Jen that I'm going to talk about in a little while. And she did indeed give me some little gifts of some seeds. Hang on. Yeah, he's like, what are we stopping for? He won't sit down at the road. Oh, look at that. Can you see that lovely flowering shrub up there? I can't believe it's I can't believe it's 6:30. Oh, gone all wonky. I don't know where the day has gone today. I haven't chatted with you much, have I? But I took lots of footage, so hopefully you've had a fairly verbal free day from me today. As usual, Honey is chewing her bone next to me. I don't know what they seem to think when I sit next to them, pick up the phone. It's the cue to pick up the bone. It's Cockney rhyme is saying the dog and bone. Anyway, we're about to have dinner. I've just made a chicken teriyaki salad, which is good. Night before Weight Watchers, so I can't go too mad. It's been a lovely day. This morning was so sunny and beautiful. It's rained a bit this afternoon, but I still got Henry out, which is great. And Hannah took Honey out. So a couple of things I was going to talk to you about. I'm actually holding the phone. I'm hoping my arm will last. I had, brilliant chat with Jen this morning, who is Wayward Bee on the interwebs. And very into, I've learnt so much from her over the years. We're long-time friends. We've been friends since we homeschooled the kids together. So, and she's known for her sustainable beekeeping. And of late, the sourdough courses she teaches. So she's all about living the creative life. And she brought me some seeds, which I think I showed in a clip. So some seeds that she planted into some tins, which was so lovely, such a brilliant gift. Plus some seeds of some kale and some spinach, which you can have as salad leaves. So, and she said I can plant those anytime on the windowsill, well, in a pot on the windowsill. We also discussed about, hang on, I'm gonna move so I can prop the phone up rather than hold it because my arm is starting to die. Okay, that's a bit better. I'm propped up on my kitchen worktop now. What was I saying? Can't remember. Yes, she gave me some really good websites for some sustainable things like men's and ladies' razors and also toothbrush heads. So there's a website that sells recyclable toothbrush heads that fit the Oral-B electric toothbrushes. So they're like the little, just, you know what a toothbrush head is, don't you? So I was checking out that website, and I will talk about it a bit more tomorrow or Friday. Oh, this is brilliant. They're a bit more expensive. Probably a bit more expensive than sort of your cheap online kind of places, but you send your old toothbrush heads back to them and they recycle them. And Jen tells me as well, I haven't totally read this on the website, but she said it's closed loop. So they recycle what you send them back into new toothbrushes. So there's no external processor. They don't just sell off the waste. So I think that is really good, and I'm going to be doing that. And I was at the point of clicking buy, and I thought, no, sustainable, no spending. I don't need a new toothbrush head just yet. My old one will still last. I don't muller my toothbrushes. So I cancelled, quickly emptied my basket, but I will be, when I need one, I will be buying from that website, and I will put the details down below if you're interested in having a look. Also the razor, it's ladies shaving, this particular website, but she and her daughters subscribe to this, so you just get sent so many. You tell them how many razors you need. So for example, 6 months you need, I haven't got a clue. How long do they last? Teenage girls, probably not that long. But say you needed 10 in 6 months, then they'll send you 10, and then in 6 months time they'll send you the next 10, and then you return the 10 that you've used. And again, it's closed loop recycling, which is really good. We need more of this, don't we? I'm also looking into more those sort of schemes, the closed loop schemes. I've been looking into our recycling, as I said the other day about yogurt pots, and a friend of mine, Mairead, who you would have seen, made a comment saying that we can't recycle yogurt pots, and or not the small ones anyway. And so I looked into that more. Thank you, Mairead, for that. That's really useful to know, because I just put the small ones into our recycling bin. But they cannot be recycled because they are made of polystyrene, or their content is polystyrene. I wrote notes. Where did I write notes? Yeah. So the small pots contain polystyrene. So they've got, the code is PS6 or 6PS, the recycling code. And that means they cannot currently be recycled. But however, some of the more eco-friendly companies like Yo Valley and the larger yogurt pots can often be recycled, and they are recycling code number 5, which are made of polypropylene, or they have polypropylene, which can be widely recycled. So our local council I think, can recycle the polypropylene. It's the polystyrene content they can't. You wouldn't have thought the small pots contain polystyrene, would you? They don't feel like polystyrene, but that's obviously it. I went on to the Alpro website as well, which is the place that does, certainly in the UK, a lot of the alternative plant-based foods. It does soya yogurts, soya desserts, soya drinks, almond milks, all those sort of things, which I've bought over the years because Hannah is dairy intolerant. And I had a look at those, and they are similar. And actually, they make a big point of saying they're working really hard to try and get their small pots, their 125 gram pots, into some kind of recyclable material. But currently, they are not recyclable. But their family size yogurt pots are recyclable. So they are a PP or a PPE 5, which means that they can be recycled. So again, all the more reason to buy the larger family-sized yogurt pots, isn't it? And to stop buying the smaller ones. We found a website also that I will try and remember to put a link below, that gives you a PDF that you can print off with the plastic recyclable codes and paper recyclable codes on them, which I think Gary and I were talking about it, and it would be really, really helpful to have up by the bin, you know, so you can see what is possible to put in the recycling and what isn't. I also looked into going to visit our local, well, the big processing factory, but actually we've worked out that all they do is sort it, and then they sell it off to processors who recycle, melt it down, or whatever they do with it. So that's probably not going to be doable. Anyway, yeah, so that's the pots. Go for the bigger pots. They are recyclable and obviously generally use less resources because it's one big pot rather than the 4 little. Also, obviously, the aluminium foil or the aluminium lids that they seal yogurts with, they are also not currently recyclable. So if you buy one big pot, that's only 1 lid as opposed to the 4. But the whole thing is a minefield, isn't it? There are so many options, and this is what I was chatting with Jen about. Let me just see what we're doing for time. 7 minutes. I won't last too much longer. And it's a balance. There are so many things that you could take into account. It's, do you go locally produced? Do you go, is it okay to buy locally produced if it's wrapped in plastic? Is it okay to buy locally produced but it's not organic? Can you buy organic but it's flown in from Kenya? Can you buy fair trade but also comes from the developing world? So it is really down to each of us to make our own choices with regard to what our particular beliefs are, I think. But I want to talk more about this, and actually next week I'm going to get Jen to chat with me and you, because we can explore some really good stuff. We were chatting about it again today, and she's very knowledgeable as well. I'm not saying I am at all, but we can, really good food for thought with all of that. I think that's probably it. I will try and remember to put those links down, down in the box below, in the description box. And I hope you've had a good day. I hope a lot of you have had some sunshine. And I will speak to you again tomorrow. It's Wednesday, which means it's Weight Watchers weigh-in day. I did go out for dinner last night, but I was pretty good. My main meal was fine. I had a salad and I had a little bit of cheesecake pudding. And then I'm off to meet the lovely Penny and Irina again for our knit night, which happens at 11 o'clock in the morning. But I would do lots of, I do some filming there because we're meeting at a garden centre and it's really nice over there. So we're going to do that. I think that's it for now. So I'm off to sort out my teriyaki chicken. Have a lovely evening and I'll see you tomorrow.